have upgraded it to include COVID, that is coronavirus disease 2. People who have not taken health insurance have started taking health insurance, at least for coronavirus problem. So now you would have got a good understanding of what health insurance policies are. Now we will get into the case study. So in this case study, we are using a sample of 1338 patients data. This is a random sample whose characteristics are similar to that of the characteristics of the population. As I said earlier, the objective is to calculate or predict customized premium for each and every patient. For that, we need to predict customized values of medical expenses. That is the yearly medical expenses of each and every patient. Generally, the premium will be a percentage of the medical expenses of a particular patient. Hence, we will be predicting the medical expenses. Based on it, the client Emblem Health will calculate the customized premium. So it will be certain percentage of the medical expenses. They won't give it to us. So the first step is to choose the data for our study. Here we are using a file named insurance.csv. So as you can see on the screen, we have a total of 1338 patients data. The various features or variables that are used here are age, sex, BMI, children, smoker, region, and expenses. Here we are interested in predicting the expenses. So in the sample data, expenses value will be available. But for a new patient, based on the values of age, sex, BMI, children, smoker, and region, the expenses have to be predicted. In fact, that's the whole purpose of this case study. So what we want to predict is the dependent variable, which is expenses here. And the remaining 6 variables are independent variables. That is age, sex, BMI, children, smoker, and region are independent variables. Now let's also see the type of each variable. As you can see, age is an integer variable. Sex is a categorical variable of nominal type. Obviously, it's not ordinal because you can't say that male is greater than female or female is greater than male. So ordinal will come into picture only when we can compare values. For instance, height. Short is less than medium and medium is less than tall, like that. Only in those cases we can use ordinal categorical variables. Here it's a nominal categorical variable. BMI contains decimal values, which is a numeric variable. Children is an integer variable. Smoker, like sex, is a categorical variable of nominal type. Sex has two values, male or female, and smoker too has two values, yes or no. That is, if a person smokes, then smoker is yes. If a person does not smoke, then value of the variable smoker is no. Next variable is region. So in this study, we have four values for region: northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. For example, let's take India. We can split India into four types based on the region: north, south, east, west. So Tamil Nadu is in the southern part of India. Likewise, in this case study, they have classified people based on region as northeast, northwest, southeast, and southwest. Finally, we have the expenses values for the patients in the random sample. So first, we have taken the data for study, which is the insurance.csv file. So CSV means comma separated values. So there is a concept called delimiter. So for R or any programming language, it needs to differentiate between one value and the other value. For that, we use something called a delimiter. So comma separated values means comma is the delimiter or separator which differentiates between one variable and the other. Semicolon and blank space are other examples of delimiters. As I showed you, we have 1338 beneficiaries in the health insurance plan of Emblem Health. So we have 6 independent variables and 1 dependent variable. The variables are also called features. Age. So we know that age is an integer variable. So here age indicates the age of the primary beneficiary. So for people above 65 years of age, that is old aged people, the government itself will take care of their expenses, US government. Hence, excluding them, we are considering the other people. So what is meant by primary beneficiary? Let's take an example. My father is taking a health insurance policy in LIC. So he wants to add dependents: my mom, myself, and my younger brother. So my dad is the primary beneficiary here, and the dependents, his wife and his children, are dependents. So here we are talking about the age of the primary beneficiary in age. I am referring to the first column. Next one is sex. So obviously we know that a person can either be male or female. So this is the second column. The third one is BMI. So body mass index is nothing but a measure whose value tells whether we are overweight or underweight relative to our height. The formula for body mass index is weight in kilograms divided by height squared in meters. The ideal range of body mass index is 18.5 to 24.9. So if your body mass index is within this range, then it means that you are healthy, that is not obese. If the body mass index is above or below this range, then it means that you are unhealthy. So if it's above this range, then it means that you are obese and unhealthy. And if it's below this range, then it means that you are very lean and hence unhealthy too. Please make sure that your BMI is within this range so that you can stay healthy and happy. Now let's move on to the next variable, which is children. This is nothing but the number of children covered by the health insurance plan. In the example I gave you just now, my dad has enrolled himself and his dependents, his two children. So in this example, number of children is 2. Next is smoker. So if a person has a bad habit of smoking, then he is a smoker and hence the value will be yes. If a person does not smoke, then it is a good habit and the value for smoker will be no. You can see yes and no values in the Excel sheet. The last independent variable is region. So as I said, a person can be in one of these 4 regions: northeast, southeast, southwest, or northwest. The reason for taking region as a variable is depending upon the region where a person is living in, his medical expenses may be different. So the first step is taking the data for study and analyzing what are all its characteristics to certain extent. Now let's move on to the next step, which is exploring and preparing the data. So exploring means nothing but analyzing the data using analytics to find new patterns in data and derive insights or meaning of value to us. Preparing the data means, so regression models work only when all values are numeric. Here, if you see age, BMI, children are all, of course, and expenses are all numeric values. But sex, smoker, and region are non-numeric, that is string values. So we need to convert these values into numeric type. Also, we have to keep one more concept in mind. While converting them to numeric values, by default, regression model or any algorithm will give higher priority to higher values. So let's take an example of sex. For male, if you are giving the value 1, and for female, if you are giving the value 2, the algorithm will think that female is better than male, which is wrong. Of course, this will be valid in the case of an ordinal variable like height. So short 1, medium 2, tall 3. So that is fine. 2 is better than 1 and 3 is better than 2. But for nominal categorical variables, this won't be valid. Hence, we have to normalize the data which has been converted into numeric values. For that, R creates dummy variables. So we will see what are dummy variables later. For now, I will tell how it will look like. For example, if you take sex, we have two values, male and female. So a dummy variable will be sex male and sex female. So it will be like that. The objective of dummy variables is to normalize the categorical or string data and to make the algorithm treat all data equally. So now let's execute the command read.csv. So read.csv is an inbuilt function. The read function reads a comma separated values file as input. Here insurance.csv. This Excel sheet is the input. And since we have categorical, that is nominal variables, we are asking it to convert the strings into factors. We know that if it's sex, then male and female are nominal categorical variables. But how will the algorithm know? So for it to understand it, we are using the command strings as factors. So strings male and female will be converted into factors. Strings as factors equal to true. That's its meaning. So based on what we have learned on day one, that is R fundamentals, categorical variables are also known as factors or factor variables. Let's now execute this command. So I have written the entire program for this case study in the form of a R file. So I will be executing each command from this R file. This R file contains many programs. So I am now going to execute only the program which is of our interest right now, that is predicting medical expenses. So since I am asking R to read a file, it is asking me to specify the location in which the file is present. So a pop-up comes below, and in that pop-up I have to choose the file. So the file of interest right now is insurance.csv. I have selected it and I am clicking open. So this file would have been included. As you can see on the right, we have insurance with 1338 observations of 7 variables. Here observations means rows and variables means columns. So insurance CSV file with 1338 rows or 1338 patients data and 7 variables is read by R. Now let's see the structure of the variable insurance. As you can see, insurance contains both numeric as well as character data. Hence, it's a data frame. So we all have studied from day 2 that a data structure with different data types having only one row or one column is a list, and a data type with sorry a data structure sorry a data structure with different data types and having more than one row or more than one column is nothing but a data frame or a table. Here it's obvious that it is a data frame or table. So all the variables that we discussed some time back are listed: age, sex, BMI, children, smoker, region, all the independent variables, and expenses, which is the dependent variable. The data type of each of the variables is also given. As we discussed earlier, age is an integer variable, sex is a character variable, BMI is a numeric variable, that is, it has decimal values. Children is an integer variable, smoker is a character data type or character variable, region is also a character variable, and expenses are numeric variables because expenses can also have decimal values. Even if one value is a decimal value, then all the rest of the values will also be treated as decimal values. So few of the initial values will be displayed in each of the for each of the variables. Now I am trying to see the characteristics of the variable of interest, which is the dependent variable expenses. So here expenses is a numeric data type, a numeric variable, and hence we are getting minimum, maximum, first quartile, second quartile or median, third quartile, and mean values. We have also used the summary inbuilt function for variables of character data type. Can anyone tell me what will the result be when we use summary function for variables of character data type? We studied it in day 1. Okay, I will tell you. For if we use the inbuilt summary function for character data type variables, then it will return the frequency of each unique value in that